Hi, my name is Angela Foxworth of the Angela Foxworth Show, and once again, 108 Praise Radio has us on location for an absolutely amazing event. I'm not even going to do a lot of talking about it because it speaks for itself. We're here to support the Hosea Feed the Hungry, now Hosea Helps, which is an amazing cause. We already know right here locally in Atlanta how huge this is for us, and we are just blessed because guess what? I am with the actually newly appointed chairperson, and I'm going to let you tell our listeners who you are and what this particular event is all about.
Well, Angela, I'm Condace Pressley, and I am the newly elected board chair for Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless, now Hosea Helps. So you're wondering, now what is that? I know Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless. I see it on television all the time. That's the organization that feeds thousands of people 4 times a year, at Thanksgiving, at Christmas, during the King holiday, and again at Easter. But what people need to know, and the reason why we're here, what we want you and your audience to know, Angela, is the fact that Hosea helps. Hosea helps thousands of people 365 days a year. Do you know that our team takes 22,000 meals a year to the sick and the shut-in, to seniors living in homes in Atlanta? We have at least 75 families who will come to our warehouse out on Donnelly Avenue because they're having a food emergency, and we meet that need every week. There are people, because we help 365 days a year, who have housing needs. We can connect because we have access to unused apartments and housing where we can set you up in an apartment, pay your rent for 6 months, and then help you with the job training, the resume writing, the skills that you need to get that job, to get back on your feet, because the vast majority of people that we are helping 365 days a year are the working poor. Many of these people have jobs. Yes. They're just struggling to make ends meet. So what we do is not only to feed their soul and feed their belly, but also to feed their spirits.
Amen. And I'm telling you, honestly, that is truly what it really is about, because when you're in lack, there is a hopelessness that comes with that. Yes. And I don't care if you work 7 days a week. Some people are working overtime, and literally it is only to pay bills. So when you have an organization that genuinely cares, and the one thing that I got out of this was an amazing event. The speakers that we had, DeMarco Ware, Porsche Williams, I mean, amazing speakers who really believe in this initiative. And then you telling us at the end what this truly means for us. It is the hope that so many people need right now. There's nothing but negative press every day right now. People who are being killed, people who are being overlooked. And sometimes I feel like when I do my show, and I say this all the time, I'm a cheerleader for the underdog because I'm an underdog. So for us to be able to support this initiative, you're giving hope, and we feel like we can be a part of that. So with Hosea Helps all year round, it is not just 4 times a year where we get fed. It is literally life-changing. One thing that impressed me, incarceration. Yes. We know in the scheme of things that mass incarceration is huge in our community, and a lot of times it is set up so that you never have any kind of redemption after you've committed whatever crime there was, been redeemed, done your time, and then you come out to nothing. And to be able to hear that we help to feed them because certain rights are never given back after you've done your time. This means so much. Another thing I'm impressed with, legacy company, family, meaning this will far surpass us, and every time you guys come back, there's something new, there's something inventive that we need. What do we have to look forward to with future endeavors with, the new board and the new vision?
Well, the one thing that I want you and your audience to remember, and the most important thing I think perhaps, is the fact that poverty and the need knows no demographics. So just as there are seniors who are in need, there are young people who are in need. And our message is to help to empower a generation of millennials who want to look for an opportunity to give back and to serve, to look to Hosea Helps, to be that avenue, to give something back to the community. Even if it's just a young person who sees this and hears this and uses their social media to say, hey, I heard about this great organization, Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless, Hosea Helps, you can donate $5 on your phone via a text message. All of the ways people can help us easily found at the number 4 Hosea.com, and that is a way that you too can help your fellow brother or sister.
Yes, ma'am. And listen, for our listeners who are always willing to give, we definitely want to take heed to that. So I'm going to ask you to say that one more time. How is it that we can help? And I mean every website you want us to get on, whatever we can do. Listen, if 1 million people gave $1, that's $1 million. And I say it all the time. So please don't ever think your, contribution is too small.
It's too large or too
That's right. And I would love for you to tell them everywhere they can support, even as it relates to volunteering, because I'm there.
Well, we want to keep it simple for you and for your audience. If you'll just remember the number 4, Hosea, HOSEA.com. That is the easiest way. You can find it on a desktop, on your smartphone, and you can help us help everybody else. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. And that's Condace Pressley.
Condace.
Condace.
Yes, Condace.
Condace Pressley.
Yes.
I love it.
It's Candace
I
with
love
an O.
that.
Thank you. No, that's great.
Yes, thank you so much for all you do,
Absolutely,
and we're
Angela.
really here to support you. And once again, 108 Praise, we have been here at Hosea Helps 365 days a year. We will be able to get support. So we just want you to continue tuning in, and we will be right back in just a few. Hi, I am Angela Foxworth here with yet another amazing event that we have today. This was so humbling, so magical. I just think that it resonates, and it's time to get to work.
Yes.
That's the message that I heard today. So you guys, I am blessed once again to be with Elisabeth Omilami. You are listening to 108 Praise Radio, the Angela Foxworth Show. I am here graced with the presence of her and Molly Williams. Yes, we have just had an eye-opener with as it relates to feeding the hungry, and everybody knows that that's what Hosea Williams has been for years, but what they don't know is everything else you do in the community. So we have kicked off Hosea Helps 365 days a year of what you guys actually do on a daily basis. So Miss Elisabeth, I would just like for you to tell our audience what it is that Hosea Helps does and what it is we can do. Molly, please interject with how everything ties in. And I do want to say, give a special shout out, Edna. You're awesome. I have Edna Healthcare.
Yes.
Y'all have taken me to a whole nother level, okay, in appreciation for what you all do.
Yes. Well, Angela, I really am proud of you in this show because you have come and talked to us and allowed us to talk about things people don't want to talk about. You know you're living from paycheck to paycheck. Don't be ashamed of that. You know you don't have a lot of savings in the bank, 6 months worth they say you're supposed to have. I don't either. So what we do at Jose Feed the Hungry now through Hosea Helps is brand new, is to reach out into the community, first of all, find the community that we need to serve. And then we have a reading program. We have rent assistance, utility assistance, classes in resume critiquing and how to get the job, as well as a relationship with the Georgia Department of Labor, where people can actually come in September. There'll be 40 companies there. And I want to say this, the companies make a big difference. This company, Canner and Penaluga, came in, they underscored us with funding, with all kinds of support, and this is what a real company does. Because it's not about the money all the time. The people are important. So I want you to talk about what you just told me about how you think we'll partner in the future.
Well, one of the things that it really struck a chord with me is that we have a lot of the same mission, a lot of the same goal. You hear 411 pain, that's who you call when you have an accident, right?
Yes.
That's who you call when you have pain. But more importantly, I love the idea that people call us when it's a surprise, it's something unexpected, and they don't know where to turn. So that's what we do, is we represent people who've had something happen to them, it wasn't planned, and they don't know where to go next, and how to get back to the way their life was 48 hours earlier. They're literally stuck. especially
they
if it's
call
exactly
411 Pain.
before they call us. And one of the things that I love doing for 411 Pain is being there with them throughout the whole process, and hearing their stories and getting to know these people and seeing them succeed and come out stronger on the other side.
Right.
And they do that with help and compassion and caring along the way. It's not just, here, take this money and do what you will with it. It's, you know what? We're a family. We all go through tough times.
Yes.
And you want to gain knowledge and gain the trust of people, and you want to know that what you're doing, is going to help you get you back where you need to be. And I really feel like that's something we could assist with. I hear from people all the time that, you know what, I'm faced with this decision, being thrown out of my home, or I can't keep the lights on this month. And they're coming to me. And knowing that I can partner with someone like Hosea helps to say, you know what, there's resources out there. There's resources out there, and I can help you. And it's something that we can all partner together and be there for people in the community.
And so that's actually what Hosea Helps represents for me. As media, number one, I was so floored, and I'm honored to be in an industry where our voice matters.
Yes.
So what you're trying to do and what you guys are going to do for the community, it allows us to have a voice for that. That was the thing that I was impressed with. I was also impressed with the humility that has always gone along with this organization, that when you're doing for others, you're going to be blessed. Just to know that someone ate last night that wasn't going to eat. Let me tell you, I am a cheerleader for the underdog because I'm an underdog. So that is what Hosea represents to me. And that is what resonates with our audience. That's what they need to know, is what you're doing. We need to continue to support. And let me tell you, what I heard, we need to get to work.
Yes.
And that is what it's all about. We
Because
really do.
If the river just flows straight through, I talked to the DA in Fulton County. He said that gang violence has increased in Fulton County by 400% in the last 4 years. If we just keep letting things go the way they're going, it's going to be a mess for everybody. So we have to do something.
You mentioned we want to start talking about how to. Let's get to these people when they are still young and they are receptive and they're reading. I love something about a reading program possibly in the future. I want on board with that first thing. I want to be the first volunteer that signs up for it.
And I'm right behind you. I'm serious. We definitely are in this together, and that is what I absolutely love. My dollars will go into this and everything else. I will never look at this organization the same, and I'm just so honored and blessed again to be with you all. And I thank you guys. I just want you to tell us, Miss Elisabeth, where we can support.
Okay, you can go to number 4, HOSEA.com, and you can see about our programs. And let me tell you, every bit helps. If you just have $1, if we get 1 million people to give $1, that's going to make a difference.
That's right.
If you can just give 5, but get involved through your giving and then bring yourself in, because this work will do more for you than you could ever do for it.
Well, thank you once again. Again, service is important. That's what it's all about. That's true leadership. You have heard it first, 108 Praise Radio, here with Hosea Helps, 365 days a week. I'm Angela Foxworth of The Angela Foxworth Show, and we'll be right back in just a few. Hi, I am Angela Foxworth of The Angela Foxworth Show, here with 108 Praise Radio. I know you know who this beautiful young lady is, Porsche Williams, who has been phenomenal in everything that you're doing. I want to say we are here at the Hosea Helps so that they know your grandfather left an amazing legacy, 365 days a year doing what he does. Your speech was phenomenal. I was so teary-eyed, and I appreciated the fact that you were transparent and that you just decided to speak from the heart. That meant so much. I just want you to be able to tell our listeners what you would want from them as it relates to this initiative.
First and foremost, let me say that I am humbled to be here today, and I am enjoying being of service to the community. I'm an ambassador for Hosea, Feed the Hungry and Homeless. Hosea Helps is what launched today, and what I want you to know is that we are here every single day, 365 days a year, making a change, helping the working poor, helping people who are living in poverty, right here in our backyard, you know? And I want you to get up today, and I want you to go to your phone, I want you to go to your computer, I want you to log on, and I want you to go to our website. And I want you to read up on it, and I want you to become educated on what's happening right here in our nation. And I want you to make a change, because one person can touch another, and that one thing can make a change. So just decide to give today. Again, I'm so happy to be here and meet everybody. It's so lovely. You can also work your social media, because that's very, very important at for Hosea. And hey, shout them out. Let them know that you're donating. Even if it's just $1, that can definitely make a difference. If a million people gave $1, hallelujah, won't he do it? Okay, $1 million. So just make sure you decide to give today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Like I said, we follow you. You're doing amazing things in the community, and I definitely cannot wait to see what's for the future for Miss Porsche. You're welcome. You've heard it first, the 108 Praise Radio, Angela Foxworth Show. We are live. Hosea helps 365 days a year. Thank you.